Stephen, were there any big surprises in this year's finances?
Most of what was in the budget papers, Nat, was announced in the lead up to today. The pressure was on Roger Cook and Rita Saffioti for their first budget to not only deliver another multi-billion-dollar surplus we've come to expect from Labor, but also use the state's riches in a meaningful way to provide some cost of living relief. The Premier, Roger Cook, joins me now. Firstly, we've got to talk about MetroNet. The price tag just seems to keep going up. We had $2 billion worth of cost escalations last year, another $700 million in this budget. Is it sort of a case now of just complete the project at all cost?
Well, MetroNet is at the delivery phase.
As the Prime Minister took to lawn bowls in Brisbane today, it was a comment he rolled out at last night's Leaders' Debate that bowled many over. And after nearly 700 days, it's almost hard to believe we are here. WA is now open to the rest of the country and the world. In just under 2 hours, visitors from Melbourne will flood through these arrival gates. An hour late, and with a warrant out for her arrest, the 39-year-old eventually arrived. Ms. Manley, why are you late? Where have you been?
Get lost.
It wasn't all take, though. The federal government is covering $1 billion worth of MetroNet cost blowouts.
Stephen, what do we know about when the boys were last heard from?
Well, sadly, it's been nearly a week now since we last heard from them. It was Saturday when they last checked in.
Stephen, have you heard anything from the Robinson family?
Well, they're understandably quite emotional, but late this afternoon they have released a statement in it. They have said that overwhelmed by the love and support shown by everyone.
I just wanted to leave the state better than I found it. That's all I wanted to do, and do good things along the way.
As for what's next for Mark McGowan, well, he admits he doesn't yet know, only that he will be taking a break once he wraps up as our 30th Premier at the end of the week. Capturing every minor detail on the fence of Cleo Smith's family home in Carnarvon. Investigators are looking for any clues Cleo's suspected kidnapping may have been planned. The odds were against them, but still hundreds of volunteers hoped for the best. Their efforts to help the distressed pilot whales ultimately in vain. Today's firefight has been very volatile. The behaviour of flames described as extreme. Now, if you take a look behind me, you can see this is one of the very close calls today. Drones are fast becoming a regular tool to combat crime, and the technology should have criminals nervous. As police warn, the covert eyes in the sky could be watching at any moment. Hillary's boat harbour descends into utter chaos as milk carton creations met their maker.
Oh, it's the product of what happens when kids build a bus is what really happened here.
Do you think it's safe to say the wheels on the bus don't go round and round?
They will not move again.
I think we need to work on body weight distribution.
I think we need a physics teacher.
To say the water is nippy right now is quite the understatement. It is -1 degree. To get the temperature this cool, 640 kilos of ice is in each of these pools. It's hard to describe. I'm trying to find my words.
You can take a scenic flight off the island, or you can take it up a notch and ditch the aircraft altogether to parasail. And from up here, 100 metres above the water, you get a unique bird's eye view. Stephen Thomas for 10 News First.